Have you ever needed to adjust a date and time in your code only to find yourself stuck? It can be a real headache, right? If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to add 1 hour to the current date and time in PHP. I totally get it. Working with date and time can be tricky, especially when you need to make adjustments. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar challenges when dealing with time zones and date manipulations. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I add 1 hour to my current date and time while keeping the same format? They provided their code snippet, which looks like this. /myDateTime equals date YMDHIS. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the solution together. So what's the best way to add an hour in PHP? The good news is that PHP has built-in functions that make this easy. We can use the DateTime class to manipulate dates and times effectively. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will help you manage dates and times in PHP like a pro. To add 1 hour to the current date and time in PHP, the user can utilize the DateTime class. First, they should create a new DateTime object with the current date and time. Next, the user can add 1 hour to this DateTime object. This can be done using the modify method, which allows for easy adjustments to the date and time. After modifying the DateTime object, the user should format the date and time to match their desired output. They can use the format method for this purpose. Finally, the user can display the updated date and time. This will show the current date and time plus 1 hour in the specified format. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of time zones was only introduced in the late 19th century? Before that, every city had its own local time. Imagine the confusion. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to adding 1 hour to the current date and time in PHP involves using the DateTime and DateInterval classes. This method creates a DateTime object, adds a 1 hour interval, and then formats the output. Here's that quick tip I promised. Always use the DateTime class for date manipulations in PHP. It's more reliable and easier to work with than using strings or timestamps directly. And there you have it. You now know how to add 1 hour to the current date and time in PHP. Remember, using the DateTime class can save you a lot of headaches. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video where we'll explore more date and time functions in PHP.